So it is Tuesday, and I am coming to you guys with a mega haul. I'm gonna adjust this down just a tiny bit, and so I've actually been kind of holding this one off because I did um, a couple of different rounds of shopping over the weekend and late last week. And so I was really excited to show you these things, but I was trying to get everything gathered up. So first, I went to Walmart, and Walmart's having this enormous clearance sale. At least the one around us is. So I decided, well, let me go check it out. So here's what I got from Walmart, and I got some that wasn't clearance. Some of it is for Easter. I'm trying to get ahead. Uh, so I found this purple, as you guys can see, the purple Sherpa and that kind of fleece material. It's got a little silver on it. $7, guys. So then I got it to the register and they're marked down to 3. So I couldn't pass it up. And I was lucky because I also got a teal one. So I got one for my girls and one for my boys. So these were a really good deal. Okay, next is I bought the onesie to this, but I had not seen the pants to fit my girls, and I found it, and it was marked down to 3, which isn't much. I mean, it's like a couple cents cheaper. I was looking for uh, Valentine's onesies, but by now they're already gone. Luckily, I have just about all I needed. And then I found more at Once Upon a Child, so it wasn't a big deal. But they already had the St. Patrick's Day out, and I only have 2 for my girls. So I was looking, and I found for the boys, I found this super cute one, which I'm loving. And then I found this one, which I think is so cute. It says "Kiss Me" on it. Um, I apologize. I've got everything in bags, so bear with me. Okay, so then in the clearance, they had these Nook Passies. It's got a panda and an elephant, marked to 250. They had these Nook Passies, which I like these, for 350. They had another set, but it went into my swap box, and I've already wrapped it. I apologize. Okay, so you guys know that I love, love, love unicorns. So I was walking through the Valentine's section, and I found this super cute unicorn bib and unicorn booties. I love them. They're so cute. Okay, so then I started with getting the dresses and stuff for Easter. I wanted to try because unfortunately they go quick. Once they're out, they're gone pretty quickly, especially in newborn size. So I got this one for Caspian. It's dark blue and green. It's got the cute little sailboat on it. And then for Jerry, it is like a light seafoam green, but if you guys look closely, there's little sailboats on the shirt. So I thought together that would make a really cute combo. They'll look really cute. This one is little baby Jacqueline's dress. It's so cute. This one is this one is Noelle's dress. And look, it's got little ruffles on it. It's a little tushy. You know, I didn't even look to see. Yep, she's got little ruffles on her tushy too. So these are so far what I've got. There's something else in here. Oh, I found this. This is the one with the straw on it. But I thought it was so cute. It says, "We are magical together." And since I have kind of a magical themed nursery, that's why I thought it would be really cute. And I got these cute little shorts. So, which was strange because they didn't have a whole lot of what do you call it, summer stuff. So I was really surprised when I saw that summer stuff. So then I had spoken to a lady on the marketplace of Facebook, and she had a bunch of colored Tommy Tippies. Now, for those of you guys that have bought the colored Tommy Tippies, you know, they're not cheap. You get it like a 3-pack, I think. They're a 4-pack. And I want to say they're like $12. I paid $15 and I got a ton of them. I got this one. And I apologize, some of them are still mismatched. That one. Now, they are older, so they're not in great condition, but to role play with, I don't care. A yellow. Blue with bees on it. I got a regular. I got white with green. I love this color. The orange. One of the ones that has the gas flow in it. A red. Another blue. And that one's got bees on it too. I'm going to toss them down here. Kind of like a light blue, maybe tealish color. It's really pretty. Another like purple. I got a bunch of the purples. A dark blue. Like a dark teal, which I really like this one. And then it came with just like a bunch of extra lids. And then she was like, I didn't remember until you said you were coming. And she's like, I got a bunch of these other things. And I was like, oh, okay. I'm going to show you. These are super neat. Hold on, I'm moving stuff out of the way. I have like a basket over here of all these bottles. I still have to go through and clean up and put up. So she's like, I have these formula holders that go in the Tommy Tippies. I got 2 huge bags of these. And I'm like, oh, okay. Of course, she didn't know I did Reborn. So, of course, I didn't say anything different. But what you do is, it holds your formula. It drops in. Screw it on. And you got your formula in there. All you have to do is you add your water. I thought that was super awesome. So I'm probably going to do a couple of giveaways on those coming up in the spring with some of the Tommy Tippy bottles, because I'm not going to use all those Tommy Tippy bottles. Now, after I went to Walmart, I got a message from Once Upon a Child. Now, I don't go to Once Upon a Child very often because I go in there and I want to go crazy because there's so much stuff there. But this was their 2 for $1 sale. And I was like, well, I still had another swap package that I was doing, or like love package I was doing. So I was like, I'm going to go check it out. So my kids and my husband and I trooped over there, and we came out with a whole lot more than we needed. But didn't spend very much. I think in total, we spent like $40. And originally my amount was $50, and I stopped at $40 because I was like, this is a ton. So I got this, which Jacqueline actually has one. This one's a little larger, so Jacqueline and one of the bigger babies can have a twin day with their real tree. I got this. Hold on, it's flipped inside out. This super cute little tutu with a little yellow bow. I got this for Tambry. It's got little mice on it. It's a little sleeper. Does not have the feet in, but it's got little bitty mice. And she's kind of like a little mouse. And whoever's on, it's nice to see you. My son picked this one out for Jacqueline, for his little girl, for 4th of July. Of course, she'll look precious. Then I got this for Jacqueline. Okay. And yes, I still have everything in a bag. Now, this is for Holly for Easter. She got the big, it's like a peachy color, I want to say. Kind of a peachy pink. This dress is, let me think. This dress is Anaya's, I believe, for Easter. Hers is yellow with the little white, but it's got the yellow underneath and little white bloomers. I'm sorry, those are the bloomers to the pink one. These are the bloomers to the yellow one. Let's see, I got this one for Holly, which I love. And it's a Carter's brand. My son picked this one for Jacqueline. Although it will also fit like Anaya. Should fit Noelle too. So like I told them, I said we'll kind of mix clothes around because they go in my clothes all the time and pull clothes out. We got this one and it says American Sweetheart. I did find this Valentine's onesie, which will complete all my onesies. I got this one for Holly and Noelle, because Noelle will fit this as well. Oh my gosh. So for my boys, I got this one. And if you guys look, it's got a little cricket on it. Or grasshopper, I'm sorry, it's a little grasshopper. I saw this cute little sweater. I thought it was really pretty. My girls picked this one out for Noelle. I fell in love with these. It's got a little frog on it. And it says, "Catch me if you can." And they're little overalls. This is about that time you want to, you want to have the overalls out for them. This cute little tiny onesie for Miss Tambry. And so you guys can see it's got little butterflies on it. My husband picked this one out. It says, "I don't want a bow, I need a tiara." He said that one reminded him of Anaya. This is Anaya's. My first Valentine's Day. This one, my son picked out for Jacqueline with a little monkey. And he wants me to make her a little tutu, so I'm probably going to do that for him. This one's for Holly, a little ladybug, because she's my little ladybug. Trying to make sure I get everything. This one's for Tambry. And it says, Daddy's Little Princess. Okay, I fell in love with this outfit. I almost didn't get it. I'm glad I went back because I think I'd have been so unhappy if I had. This one says, Too Pretty. And it comes with the super cute pink and sparkly tutu. And it will fit Holly. So that's probably what Holly is going to wear this week. Then I got, and actually my son and my husband picked these. Hey Leslie! My son and my husband picked these, and I could not help it. I was going to get it anyway. Okay, so there's these little black pants. It's like a little black, gray sweater that's got Batman on it. And then we found Batman shoes, and they have the little capes on the back with Batman written on it. So I could not help but not get this outfit for Jerry, actually, and that's actually who my husband bought it for, was Jerry, because he always says he's the little Batman of the group. Then they had a little bitty sale on shoes. Not much was really there, of course, by the time I went. But I got these super cute pink patent leather ones. I got a little pair of black patent leather, just like the little pink ones. I got a little pair of brown fuzzy boots, which I love. Hi, Colleen. I got these And they've got the little pink bows on the back. And last but not least, and I don't know um, who crocheted these, but oh my gosh, I'm in love. They're little crocheted sandals with little pink flowers. They are so cute. So that was my haul. A bunch of stuff. There was more, but I do have there was more clothes, but they went into my swap box already. And I know that the person who I'm swapping with generally watches my videos, and so it's still kind of a surprise for her. So, what have you guys been up to? I haven't been on in a couple of days. And you guys hear squeaking in the background. That would be my puppy in the other room playing with his squeak toy. He's, I swear he's like a toddler. He's going to be, as loud as he possibly can. So what have you lovelies been up to? I'm going to turn this around and sit back and we can visit. So, and as you guys see, we have a new chair. I actually have a love seat now in the nursery, which I love. That light is terrible. Just a second, ladies. My gracious. There we go. That's not quite so bad. Like a big old bright light sticking right in my face. So what have you lovely ladies been up to? Hopefully you guys have nice weather. We are having beautiful weather, as you guys can see the light streaming in across the room. And I don't think we have any rain in the forecast. I don't think we have any rain in the forecast for a while. Pretty good home by yourself. Well, sometimes that's a good thing to have some quiet time. I'm by myself, but I've got all the puppies with me. So, and I laughed because I told my husband the other day that, let me try something here. As you can see, there's one, the little bitty Chowini. He's maxing and relaxing back there. But I laughed. I said, I get my kids off to school, and my husband's like, well, that's your free time. I said, heck no, that's not my free time. I got to take care of that puppy because he's just like having a toddler. He runs around all day, and if you don't get, my attention, then it's like, Mom, pay attention to me. And he'll poke at me. He'll nose me like, pay attention, Mom, I'm bored. So he said, it's cold with snow flurries. Oh, I'm going to come stay there. It's like 60 here. I want some more snow before the end of winter, but I don't think we're going to get any. Now, I say that. I didn't think we were going to get any snow this year, so I probably just jinxed myself with that one. But I would love for some snow. And Leslie, I see you were saying I think you said it was cold there. Yeah, stay in. Don't get out and get hot. And don't get out and get cold. Gosh forbid. Don't anybody need to get sick. There's so much flu and colds and you name it going around, and it's just ridiculous. It is here in the South. I know they were talking that our state was one of the worst ones being hit with the flu, and the thing is I mentioned to somebody about that, and they're like, well, I don't get why the South would. And the thing is we don't like, though, you guys up in the north, like you're saying, you like having seasons. See, we don't have any seasons, truthfully. We have summer and about a couple weeks of what we call winter. There is no fall. There is truly no real spring. It's just winter and summer. We've had more of a winter this year than I think we've ever had in a very long time. So, I mean, I think that's the problem is we never stay for winter, we never stay at a set temperature. We don't stay down in the 40s for days on end. So, you acclimate to it. We're like, hey, we're going to be in the 40s for 3 days and then we're going to be back up in the 70s. Or we're going to be in the 60s and oh gosh, now we're dropping down to the 20s for, 2 days, and then we go back up, and nobody ever gets a chance to really acclimate to it. So I think that's part of the reason why we are getting more sick. I don't know. I know I've been on my kids, make sure you're wash your hands, make sure you're, every time somebody coughs, make sure you're cleaning up, stuff like that. Because it is. I can't imagine. I can't believe how many people have gotten sick, how many people have died from it. It's crazy, absolutely crazy and scary no less. So, hence why I laugh. I was like, me and my babies, we stay in. So, and with the new couch, we are going to do some rearranging. So, you guys will see a different side of the nursery. Um, we're going to do that over the weekend. We kind of got the stuff that we bought in here, and then it was like 10 o'clock when we finished getting everything moved. My husband and I had already sent kids off to bed, and it was like, okay, I got stuff in place for now. I'll finish it this weekend. So this weekend I'm gonna do some changing around, and then I'll be able to do, the new reveal. So you guys will get to see the new reveal. Of course, we're still waiting to have um, the outside nursery put in. The ground is finally starting to dry. Finally, but I don't know how long that'll last. From what we heard on the news, February for us usually is it's a wet month and it's a cold month. So it's one of those. We've talked to the people and they're like, either we're gonna have to come drop it like soon or we wait. And like I told my husband, I said, I don't want to bring something back here and drop it and then something happens because the yard is damp and has been damp and the ground's not fully dry enough to drop it. So that's fine with me. They were finishing some of the customs on it anyway, so we're gonna wait. Hopefully in the spring it'll dry out and we'll be able to get it dropped in here. I can't wait though because I'm so excited for you guys to see it. um, I'm really excited to get stuff put in there. um, I'm trying to decide what kind of crib I want. I really wanted to get just a regular crib, and then I saw the corner cribs. My sister had one of the round cribs, and I like them, but to me, they take up a lot of space. And I like the corner cribs because then they're like, I can put it's in the corner and it'll be not as much space taken up. So I don't know. Um, my husband's like, that's on you. I don't, whatever you want. Um, so I don't know. I'm kind of at a loss as to what I want to get. So then he was like, why don't you just get another bassinet? Well, I don't really want to do another bassinet. That light is driving me nuts. Uh, I really don't want to do another bassinet because it's kind of like, I'd like to have the crib because I do have so many babies. I will be getting another baby here in about the end of February, beginning of March. I haven't decided yet which one. I really want a toddler. For those of you guys, if you have a toddler, um, let me know what kit you have and which kits you like because I really haven't looked into those. Um, but I'm thinking I'm going to want to do a toddler. I like that I have babies, but I would like one of those. I just haven't decided. It's such a hard decision to make. You know, what would you like next? There's so many beautiful realborns that have come out. I was like, well, one of those would be neat. Um, I'd still kind of like a Saskia, but hey, how are you? You missed me go through everything, so you'll have to go back to the beginning and see everything um, that I have that we got. But I'm glad you showed Joe if you came for the chat. Uh, we're actually talking about what dolls to get, what doll I want to get next, or which ones you guys would like to get next. Um, I know some of us are reborn pregnant or planning on being reborn pregnant here very soon. So I just don't know. I don't know what I want. There's so many cute kits, and so my puppy walked in the door. He's going. There's just so much right now that it's overwhelming. There's so many new ones. So I don't know. I also have been looking at the masterpiece dolls. They're so cute. But my husband's like, I'm reborn pregnant with a Clyde. Yes, I can't wait to see your new baby. Um, The Clyde Awakes are beautiful babies. Um, but I was laughing because I showed my husband one of the Masterpiece dolls, and he just looked at me. He's like, "No, do you really want me to get up in the middle of the night and punch that doll? Because that's what I'm gonna think. It's one of those doll, like an Annabelle doll." I was like, "Oh my gosh, are you serious?" He's like, "Yes, no." So I was like, "Okay." So once I get my outside one, that's probably when I will get some Masterpiece dolls. I get it. He's very. I love him so much. He's so tolerant, I guess is the word, of my hobby. He's, he will go, as you guys seen, he'll go out, he'll buy cute outfits, stuff like that. But I notice he's like, he doesn't like dolls, and then with the Annabelle movies, Chucky, he's like, I'm not scared of him. He said, but I wake up in the middle of the night and I got something staring at me. I'm gonna be a little creeped out, which is why he laughs because he's like, that's why I'm glad you have a lot of sleeping babies. It's not nearly as scary. And I was like, well, I do have Anaya. He's like, yeah, but she just looks mad. She's just like me. It's okay. So I get the whole Masterpiece dolls because they are not quite as real looking. Um, with these, he goes, if I wake up, I'm just like, okay, there's baby laying there. But he's so funny. But he has his hobbies that I support. I have six toddlers. One of them is very sweet. Oh, hold on. I'm losing you. The others are vinyl, resin, and porcelain. Well, I'll have to definitely check them out, just Bippy, because you have six toddlers. I think. Do you have videos of yours up? Because I think I've looked at it. I have so many people on here, and I watch so many YouTube videos. I get confused as to whose is whose. Um, in fact, I need to go on and start watching. It's been a couple days. We've been so busy with everything else. I've gotten behind. I try to watch all of y'all's videos, especially the ones that you got when you guys come to my feed. I try to definitely come and check out your videos, send you a message, whatever, because I feel like if you guys are coming to my videos and visiting with me and commenting and liking and stuff like that, then I want to do the same for you because you're supporting me. I want to support you. So, and I'm almost positive I've looked. I think you do have a video. I can't remember. It like I said, it's been a couple days. Well, it's been about a week since I've really been on YouTube and just really, really watched videos. That is my plan tomorrow because I'm gonna finish up today with what I can until I can start moving stuff. I was gonna put all my new clothes and shoes up, and I'm like, why am I doing this? Because I'm getting ready to move everything around again. So uh, now at this point, it's kind of like on hold. I have everything in bags and boxes ready to move and then re-put up and, all that wonderfulness. So, yeah, that ought to be interesting. So, my husband was laughing because he was like, we need to get you a bigger nursery. You need to get that thing dropped outside. I'm like, I know. But that being said, he's also the one that goes out and buys all the extra stuff for it. When we were looking through the Valentine stuff, he was the one that found the little booties that we had found, the unicorn booties, and that's when I found the bib. You do not have any videos at the moment. One day we'll do a video with him, and I need to learn how to make them. Okay, cool. Having you on. Hey, how have you been? He is very sweet. My husband is very, very sweet and very understanding. But then I feel the same way with his hobby. My husband loves race cars. He likes tinkering with cars, and of course my sons are following right along behind him. And so my feeling is, if he likes to mess with cars, and he does have project cars in the driveway. I've got a project motorcycle in the garage. And my feeling is, if he can support me on mine, I certainly don't mind supporting him, in his hobby. My biggest thing is, as long as we have kids taken care of and we have bills taken care of and we have the extra after we've, you know, set aside, then great, And that's kind of how our time works. We make sure everything else is taken care of, and then we play with our hobby. And like I said, I have no interest in cars. He will, God love him, he'll come in and he'll talk to me about cars, and I'm just going, I don't know what you're talking about. Because I have no clue about what he's talking about. When he starts talking about cars, I literally probably look like a space cadet because I'm just like, yeah, okay, whatever. Because I don't get what he's talking about. Um, Sometimes he has the same same look on his face when I'm talking about, YouTubing and stuff like that. But he is very supportive. Um, I think that you almost have to have that. Oh, you have a 1966 Mustang. Oh my gosh. My husband and I, oh, my husband would just die. I want a 1979 Trans Am. My brother had one of those when I was, or 80, I'm sorry, 1980 Trans Am, when I was growing up, because my brother's 14 years older than me, and I want one really bad. Not that I'd be able to fit behind it because they're teeny tiny cars, and as you guys see, I am a very large woman, but I still want one really bad. He is currently working on a candy apple red Blazer. That was his dad's project car before his dad passed away. And then we have a 78 Honda, I think, look like a Honda motorcycle. And that is actually my son's. Um, that's their project. It was also his grandfather or his dad's, my son's grandpa. And they decided they weren't going to get rid of it. They were going to keep it and rebuild it. And I'm like, oh, I don't like motorcycles, but I get the sentiment behind it and why they would want to. So, of course, I'll always support it. My son's like, when we get it fixed and I can drive, I'm going to take you on a ride. And I'm like, no, mm-mm. I'll watch you go down the road. That's about it. But yes, I'm glad because I see a lot of people, a lot of our other YouTubers, whose families are very supportive. I've also spoken to a lot of, people in the community whose families aren't quite supportive, and I don't really understand why. What's the point of not being supportive? I mean, everybody has a hobby. Everybody does. I don't care if they say they don't. They do. Whether it's just something they like to watch, something they like to do, everybody has a hobby. And as long as it's not hurting other people, what's the big deal? I mean, I'm not hurting anybody with my dolls. I stay at home, I play with my doll. I say play, but I mean, I role play with my dolls. There's some days I don't even mess with them. Some days I don't touch them. They stay where I've placed them a couple days before, and I might not mess with them for that time. It just depends. Sometimes I'll play when my girls are in here because my girls will come in and play. My son does not play with Jacqueline, but he does hold her frequently, or he'll bounce her or walk with her. So I say play, but I don't ever say that to him because I made the mistake of saying that one time, and he just stopped and looked at me. He's like, I don't play with dolls. Okay, son, I got you. My bad. But he is very, like I said, would you keep some dolls for future grandson? Yes, I would. Um, I actually um, have quite a few of my other dolls that I collected over the years before I got into reborning, or reborn dolls, and they're packed away. I actually have one from the 60s, and I'd have to find her for you guys to see that she's put up. My reborns will be put up. My husband and I already discussed it. If I decide to get out of the, um, if I was to get out of the hobby, then I would definitely put them up because I know one, my girls are big into it. They're really, once they got Noelle, then they got their dolls. Now it's like, I was a little surprised my son wanted one, but I wasn't going to tell him no. They do have a very calming effect. And then my other son actually surprised me about a week. Well, it was right around Christmas, and then he reminded me about a week ago. He was like, "Don't forget, I want one." And he's the very macho. I want to work on cars, but he does like coming into the nursery area, and he likes to hang out. So I think that I've started a hobby not just for myself, but for my children that they'll pass on to their own. Um, that they'll pass on to their own children. And uh, I kind of look forward to when they have their own kids, and then as grandma, I'll be able to share in that with them as well. Although I hope it's a very long time before I get become grandma. Hi Dawn, how are you? Having you on, what do you feel of? Do you feel the same way with your when you have grandkids and they want to, you know, have some of your dolls? Would you feel the same way? I'm glad you're doing well, Dawn. And you're right. My babies are my world. I probably will never. I haven't till yet, and I started this hobby of dolls. Period. When I was a little girl, so I got dolls, Barbies, porcelain dolls, I stuffed dolls. You name it, I've got it. My daughters have both of my Raggedy Ann and Andy dolls, um, that are very old. Your granddaughters come to, oh my gosh, see that, I love that, and that's what I look forward to is my grandchildren getting to come and play. I wish I had nieces uh that were interested in playing with it. I do have one niece that is not an adult. I have two adult twin nieces that, you know, of course at this point they're not into it. They're off, they just started college last year, so it's like, you know, that's not their thing. I do have one who is the same age as one of my daughters, but she's a little destructive. So I have to kind of watch. She hasn't been here in a while since I've really set stuff up. So I would hope if she could come, maybe she would enjoy looking and, you know, holding one of the girls' dolls or stuff like that. But my younger, where I would start at younger, is actually he's a boy. He's 3. I think he just turned 3. He's about to turn 4, and so of course he's the rough and tumble, and you know, so yeah, no, he's not coming into the nursery. Although he has seen the babies, he's come back towards where the nursery is, with his mom, and he's seen him, and he's so cute because he was asking me, Aunt Kayla, and he's like, you know, what babies? Because he knows I don't have a baby. He knows I have bigger kids. He didn't realize, and so I did let him see one, and he was floored. It was so cute to see his little eyes because he was like real soft and touching, and then she was cold, and he was like, it was so cute. So but yeah, I think I would definitely want to do that with my grandchildren and save them so that they would get some. Um, Especially probably Anaya would be my one that would definitely be saved. Um, she's actually not so much a memorial, but kind of a what I would call like a reminder baby because, as I stated, I do have two twin nieces who are Asian. They were adopted from China when they were about 18 months old, and I had a very large part in their growing up, and I raised them a lot, helped raise them, and so I love them just like they were my own. And I did not get we did obviously didn't get to have them as a baby because, like I said, they were, you know, 18 months old, and so that was kind of my reminder of them, you know, my imagining of them as babies. Um, it's funny because she does remind me of actually one of the twins. They're very different, which is so funny. I always figured, you know, twins, they're the same. They're not. Uh, Definitely by no means are they the same. They're complete polar opposites. Anaya does remind me more of one than the other. A lot of her facial expression and just the general mannerism she looks like she has a lot of time reminds me very much of them, and it's so funny. So, but that's why, and I've considered when we have her first birthday, which is the end of February. I'm so excited about. I'm going to try and do a little birthday party, um, but I think that she's not so much going to be retired, but I just don't want something to happen to her. So she may be going more into um, like just a looking piece for the time being. I mean, she'll still be role played in my videos off and on, but she's one of those I don't want something to happen to her. Um, at all because she's so pretty done, and she does remind me of the girls as they were growing up. But I don't know yet. I haven't decided. I also thought about role playing her as a very small toddler, so who knows? We'll see. So that's about all that's going on with me. For those that did miss the haul, definitely go back and check it from the very beginning. There was a bunch of stuff. We got Easter clothes, we got a couple things for St. Patrick's Day, and then my big bottle haul. Oh my gosh, I'm dying. I cannot wait to go in there. I'm going to go wash them all and get them all really, really clean and sparkly and pretty. And then I got to go through and seal all the nipples and stuff. But definitely go check it out. I love you guys so, so much. And thank you for joining me. I think tomorrow we'll do a changing video. I need to do another video tomorrow. So if you guys will drop in the comments below after I have turned this off, I will tell me who you guys want to change. And I will change a baby for you guys. So I love you guys. Y'all have a great afternoon.